And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream tonight as we have a big-time Eastern Conference battle with playoff implications coming your way between the Tampa Bay Lightning and Philadelphia Flyers. This should be a good one. Hope you guys are all enjoying your evening. Hopefully we get a great night of hockey here tonight in this one. And, this is a very important game for both of these teams. Both of these teams are really in the thick of the Eastern Conference playoff race right now. Tampa Bay currently holding a wild card spot, and everybody in that wild card battle is right around each other when it comes to points. Philadelphia, they're actually currently second in the Metropolitan Division with 56 points, but Carolina is only 1 point behind them. And they've lost their last two games. They're really looking to get back on track as they need every point that they can get to keep Carolina and the rest of the Metro teams behind them in the standings. And Tampa Bay, they're 7-3-0 in their last 10, and they're still holding the second wild card spot with 53 points. They do have a chance to pass potentially the Detroit Red Wings and Toronto Maple Leafs tonight if they're able to win this game. And if Detroit ends up losing to Dallas, they could shuffle the standings quite a bit. But the Eastern Conference right now is just pretty insane as far as the sheer number of teams that are battling it out for positioning that are all very, very close to each other. You've got Philadelphia at 56 points, Carolina at 55 points, Toronto at 54. Red Wings and Lightning both have 53. The Devils and Islanders both have 51. The Capitals have 50. I mean, we are talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams between 50 and 56 points in the Eastern Conference. The standings are absolutely stacked on top of each other in the East, and that makes all of these games super, super important. So, should be a good one here tonight. Welcome in, everybody. Gonna say hello. We got Chippy, Austin, Matt, Heather, Eagles, Ian, Brendan, Victoria, McDobb. What is going on? Welcome in. Underwater, what's up? Welcome. Thank you guys all for watching. Really appreciate it. I just realized I forgot to put the pennants up here, so I will do that right now. So we've got the Flyers are at home. And where's Tampa? There's Tampa. They're on the road. We should be getting into the action here in another few minutes. And very, very excited for puck drop in this one. Should be a good, fun, hard-fought game between these two. All right, there we go. Pennants are up. What's going on, Joey? Welcome in. Great to see you. Thank you guys so much for being here. Awesome to see so many in the chat already as we get ready for puck drop tonight. And very excited for this matchup. I think it's going to be a good game. Hopefully it's a good game. Yes, Matt, I am going to watch the Super Bowl. My friends and I pretty much every year. I think it's been a while since we haven't all watched it together. Yeah, we'll definitely be watching the Super Bowl this year. Oh, congratulations, Heather. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. And you're going back to school. That is awesome. Congratulations on that. Hey, sorry to hear that, Austin. I hope your arm is all right. I never want to be hurt. That's puts a damper on things for a little while for sure. So both of these teams have good records in their last 10 games. However, Philadelphia has lost their last 2. Tampa lost their last game as well, but overall the Lightning are 7-3-0 in their last 10, and Philadelphia is 6-3-1 in their last 10. So all in all, the past 3 weeks or so, these teams have been playing pretty solid. And we should be getting a pretty good goaltending matchup with Andrei Vasilevsky in goal for the Lightning and Samuel Ersson in goal for Philadelphia. Ersson's had a very strong season for the Flyers this year. Yeah, underwater. That's fantastic, man, and also a little bit crazy. I know that I certainly at this point could not physically even come close to that kind of athletic achievement anymore. Maybe when I was back, in better shape when I was younger, but that's absolutely awesome. And congratulations on that, and I hope it goes really well for you. Hey, what's going on, Logan? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Always great to see you in the chat as we get ready for puck drop. Looks like we got one more commercial break, and then we'll be dropping the puck on this one. Hey, what's going on, Avatar? Great to see you in the chat. Thank you for being here. It's going pretty well. How are you? It's great to see you as always. Yeah, we're a couple minutes now till we get into it. Hey, Isaac, what's going on? Welcome in. Micah, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Great to see you in the chat. Really appreciate it. I'm not sure when my next stream is going to be after tonight, Austin. There is potential for it to possibly be on Friday. I'm not 100% sure of what my plans are Friday yet. And if it's not on Friday, it will be sometime shortly after the All-Star break, most likely. Yeah, so again, if I do end up streaming on Friday, I obviously will post about it on the community tab and let you guys know. I'm just not sure about what's going on Friday yet and if I'm available or not. And if I do stream Friday, it will be Kings and Avalanche, and that should be a pretty fun one. But if I don't stream on Friday, then it would be shortly after the All-Star break sometime. I'll definitely get one in that week after they come back from the All-Star game. Hey, what's going on, Rick? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Hey, what's going on, Devin? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Good to see you in the chat. Thanks so much for coming by. I'm excited for a good hockey game tonight. Hopefully you guys are as well. Yeah, Isaac Letang was a Coyote last night. Him and Malkin had that absolutely brutal own goal where they just completely mismanaged the puck with the empty net. And yeah, you don't see that happen very often. I have seen it a couple times where guys, with the goaltender out for an extra skater for delayed penalty, have actually put it in their own net. Bad passes I've seen a couple of times. I've seen guys kind of, miss stick handle the puck and end up scoring on themselves, but it does not happen very often. That was a brutal one last night for the Pens. Hey, what's going on, Derek? Welcome. Thank you for being here, and we are dropping the puck underway as Philadelphia wins it back. They dump it into the offensive zone. This game has begun as Tampa Bay is going to carry it out of their end now, gain the red line into the offensive zone. Big 2 points on the line for both of these teams fighting for playoff positioning. It's around. Cirelli sends it all the way back to the point, kept in there by Perbix. Down low, back out to the blue line. Perbix can't keep it in. Tyson Forster's going to chase it. Finally get some help there from Garnet Hathaway. And the Lightning will hold below their own goal line as they play a little catch. Both teams get line changes. Couturier line coming out for Philly. Through the neutral zone. Knocked down. Played away there by the Flyers as they gain possession. They'll try and work back the other way. Deflected into the offensive zone. Couturier's first on it. Takes it below the goal line. Pass over to Konechny. Konechny around the boards. Out high to the point. Played there. Shot through a little bit of traffic. Bounces around. Loose puck taken by Hedman and cleared. Back the other way now. Lightning get it out into the offensive zone. Here's Stamkos with a shot. Urson with a good pad save. Hey, what's going on, BC Transportation? Bon, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Flyers pressuring in the offensive zone. Lightsell sends it back out high. Played there. Long shot through traffic. Deflection goes wide. Back the other way. Here comes Tampa on the rush. 3-on-2. Point passes it over. Kucherov spins off of a check. Back out high. Long shot there. And it bounces in. They score. Tampa strikes first. And Braden Point gets a tip on that one in front of the net. The original shot came from the blue line. Point gets a piece of it. It is 1-0 Lightning as they strike early. And we already have a goal in this one as Tampa. Max Crozier, former Providence College Friar, watched him a lot in college. Shoots one on goal. Braden Point is able to get a piece of it. Tips it by Urson. And it's 1-0 Lightning on just their second shot of the game. Not even 2 minutes in. We are back underway. What's going on, Zach? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Glendening's shot gets blocked. Flyers trying to get it out now. Back they go up ice. Into the offensive zone. Driving in heavy. Crozier takes the hit. Moves it up the wing. Lightning not able to move it out. They'll regroup again behind the net. Two and a half minutes into this first period. Lightning trying to break out of their zone. Good forecheck from Philadelphia. Doesn't allow the pass through the neutral zone. They come back the other way. Flyers dump it in deep. And all the way down there. Not going to reach for icing. Played by Walker. Walker with a quick up. Deflected through the neutral zone into the offensive end. Vasilevsky plays it away from Forster. Noah Cates comes in on the forecheck, but the Lightning take the puck. Here's Hedman starting the breakout. Over the red line into the offensive zone. Asamont that's not Asamont. That's Sherry taking the hit there. Brought up now into the offensive zone. Lightning trying to cycle it back around again. Ristolainen up wall, not able to get that one out. Brandon Hagel does a good job pinching to keep it in along the boards. Cirelli sends it back to Hagel. Hagel from the high slot with a shot that gets blocked. Flyers finally lift that one up and out of the zone. They'll get a quick line change as Hagel cuts back and comes the other way. Passes to Asamont, dumped in. Cirelli first on it. Drysdale keeps it away from Cirelli. Up the wall it goes. Past Radish and all the way in for Philadelphia. Played by Forster. Away from Philly's D. Up the wall. Lightning not able to clear. They'll try again as Hedman backhands it up the wing to Kucherov. Kucherov with a long pass through the neutral zone. Goes off of Cirelli's stick, but it gets taken back by Philadelphia. Here's Couturier. Long shot through traffic, and a good stop there by Vasilevsky as he's able to find it with the bodies in front. Covers up. 15:32 to go in the first. And we are going to stay 1-0 with Philadelphia. Will have an offensive zone face-off coming up. Hey, what's going on, Canada Ball? Welcome in. Matt, I do not know when my next one is going to be. Maybe Friday, but I'm not sure yet. Caroline, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. We got 15:25 to go in the first. Lightning onside into the offensive zone. There's a shot and a good save with the blocker by Erson. Back up with speed. Couturier to the offensive zone. Drop pass for Konechny. Trying to get it back. Pinned up in the corner, though. Lightning work it around. Trying to clear the zone. Hey, what's going on, Sal? We got Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball in the chat. Thank you so much for stopping by, man. Great to hear from you. Tin, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. 14:58 to go here in the first. A good save again by Vasilevsky. And we stay 1-0 here. Flyers with a couple shots trying to get themselves on the scoreboard here. But Vasi's been up to the task for the last two. Lightning win the face-off in the defensive zone. They get it out. Gained the red line. Backhanded in. Behind the net it goes. Flyers coming back the other way. They're able to get it out of the zone. Turn it right back over, though, to Tampa Bay, who backhands it in. First on it is Mott. Around it goes. Barré-Boulet. Glendening. Back to the point. Over to Crozier again. Crozier with another shot. This time it gets blocked. Philly comes up, and Atkinson's able to dump it in. Vasi plays it to his defenseman. Back over to Crozier. Played up. Good hit there on Nick Paul by Nick Seeler. And Likesell takes the puck. Seeler sends it up the wall. He's able to clear past Farabee. Chippy, what's going on? Welcome in. I hope you have fun, Matt. That should be a good time. And we got an offsides here against Philadelphia with 13:58 to go in the first. That's going to bring us to our first commercial break of this one. And just over 6 minutes in, Tampa Bay struck early, less than 2 minutes in. A goal from Braden Point has him up 1-0. That's where we stand right now. Still a lot of hockey left to be played tonight. But Philly's had a couple shots since then, trying to get some pucks in on Vasilevsky, but they haven't had a ton of offense going yet in this one. They're definitely going to want to pick it up offensively if they're going to beat the Lightning. Hey, Ryan, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Under the blanket to the right. Looks like old bar stools. Yeah, old chairs that used to be up in the kitchen are under the blanket. But those are no longer being used. Hey, Andrew, what is going on? Good to see you, Andrew. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Thoughts on Patrick Waugh? I think that was a great choice for the Islanders to try and kickstart, their season in the right direction. He's a very passionate, fiery guy. Pretty much the total opposite of Lane Lambert. And I think that's exactly what the Islanders needed, was the total opposite of Lane Lambert. So I'm pretty interested to see how it goes for the Isles and what Waugh is able to do with that team. But he's definitely going to bring some personality. There's no doubt about that. We're back underway as the Flyers chase in their own zone. Asamont's after it. Seeler keeps it away from him, though. Good job. Not able to get it out of the zone. Now they finally chip it off glass, and the Flyers clear. Frost has to wait. Atkinson gets onside. Morgan Frost in the offensive zone. Atkinson with a great chance, but an even better pad save there by Vasilevsky. And we're going to have a penalty coming up here. It's going to be a trip. And the Lightning coach, John Cooper, does not look happy. It's a tripping call. Anthony Cirelli is going to the penalty box, and the Philadelphia Flyers will get the first power play of the game. So after a monster save by Andrei Vasilevsky on Cam Atkinson, Cirelli trips down Atkinson a little bit. That was kind of an iffy call, but Cirelli trips down Atkinson, and they call it. It's going to be a power play for the Flyers and a chance to tie this game. Yes, I do have work tomorrow, Heather. 7 a.m. My shift starts tomorrow. Around it goes. And a good early clear here on the penalty kill for the Lightning. Brought up now. Farabee through the neutral zone. Philadelphia does have one of the worst power plays in the NHL. Only 13% on the power play this year, but we'll see if they can get a very important goal here with this one. Flyers are setting up now. Shot through traffic, misses wide. Played back, kept in. Down low, working it around the offensive zone. Zamula working the point. Long shot through traffic. Rebound chance. Not able to get it back on goal. Vasi with a good save. It's cleared by the Lightning. Just about half this power play already gone. Down to 1:03 left on the man advantage. Zamula with the back pass. Speed through the neutral zone for the Flyers. Up into the offensive end. Pass across. Back out high. Moved, played to Frost. Frost with a shot. Good deflection in front by Atkinson, but it misses the post. 40 seconds left. Flyers still with possession in the offensive zone. Putting on some good pressure. What's going on, Vernon? Welcome in. Great to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Flyers have it. Back over. A lot of room for Sanheim. Plays it back to the middle. Sanheim again with a shot. That gets blocked up into the netting. And we get a whistle. So stoppage now with 21 seconds left on the power play. And Philadelphia trying to even this game, but not able so far. Off the draw there. Shot goes wide. Perbix gets to it and clears it all the way down. That is just about going to do it here. Power play is over. Lightning kill it off. We stay 1-0. And Philadelphia is 0 for 1 on the power play in this game. We're back to 5-on-5. Here's Crozier. Up the wall. Gets some help from Point. Jumps into the play. Lightning with some speed now into the offensive zone. Stamkos backhands it deep. Braden Point's on it. Point spins off of a check. Gets it over to Crozier. Back to Point. Point spins away in the corner. Gets it back to the blue line. Around it goes. Good cycle game here for Philadelphia. Point with a shot. That one gets blocked by Sealer up and out of play. Was a good opportunity for the Lightning, but Sealer gets in the shooting lane and does something that he is very, very good at, and that's blocking the shot. Hey, thank you, Derek. Appreciate it. Yeah, I remember subscriber actually sent these pennants to me to add onto the streams a couple years ago. And yeah, they worked well for sure. Cirelli's going to get kicked out of the draw. It will be Lawton against Hagel now. And kind of a stalemate on the faceoff. Lightning finally get possession. Shot through traffic, misses wide. Ends up in the corner. Flyers trying to clear their zone. Good pressure, though, here from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Big time, Isaac. Big time. Right now, Philadelphia, or not Philadelphia, Philadelphia is at 56 points, second place in the Metro Division. They're, solidly in a playoff spot right now. Tampa Bay Lightning and Detroit Red Wings are tied at 53 points and have the 2 wild card spots. And then Toronto is only 1 point ahead of them at 54 in third place in the Atlantic. So, very tight standings in the East right now. And this is a very important game for both of these teams who currently are playoff teams. Into the offensive end. Here's Kucherov over to Stamkos. Stamkos fans on that. Got the shot off, but did not get the mustard he wanted on it. Flyers back the other way, not able to sustain any pressure in the offensive zone. 9.5 minutes now to go in the first period, as we're a little over 10 minutes into this one. Tampa still leads 1-0 on the early goal from Point. Kucherov not able to get it away from Walker. Sean Walker plays it up, and then the Flyers again dump it into the offensive zone as Paling chases. Hedman passes up, though. The Lightning quickly clear. Not in their zone for very long, boy. Philadelphia is really struggling to get any sort of offensive zone time sustained. Played away now up into the offensive end. Here's Joel Farabee, chased by Darren Radish. Radish pins him. Glendening comes in to help as well. Hedman and Forster join the fray. Spun away by Hedman. Moved into the middle for Glendening. Gives him a good outlet pass. Barré-Boulet. And that's deflected up into the Tampa Bay bench. We're going to get a whistle with 8:25 remaining. And we're also going to head to our second commercial break of this first period, as the early goal from Point continues to be the only one on the board. We're a little over halfway through this opening frame, and Philadelphia not spending a lot of time in the offensive zone. They're going to need some more sustained pressure as this game goes along. But thank you guys all for being here. Really appreciate it. Great to have you in the chat tonight. I hope you enjoy the game, enjoy the stream, and hopefully it's a good one between these two for the next couple of hours. So thank you guys again. Please don't forget, it does help out a lot and mean a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, if you're new or just haven't yet and would like to become part of the community here, I cover all different NHL games throughout the season, different matchups, different teams. Everyone's welcome here. And we'd love to have you become part of the community if you're a hockey fan. We got a little bit of a break here. We'll see what's going on with some other games. Dallas is up 1-0 on Detroit. So that is good news for both the Lightning and somewhat the Flyers, although they're not in the same division. But that's really good news for the Lightning, who are trying to pass Detroit in the standings tonight. Ottawa is also up 2-0 on Montreal. So that's the other game going on. They're late in the first period. And then there's a bunch more games coming up later tonight, but nothing else has started yet. Hey, what's going on, Aries? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to see you in the chat. Really appreciate it. We're back underway as Forster cycles with Couturier in the offensive zone. Couturier gets double-teamed, loses the puck to Perbix. Working it around. Big board battle. Asamont giving it to Forster a little bit there along the wall. Everyone trying to knock this puck loose. Finally, they do, back into the Tampa zone. Wow, DeHaan threw it through the middle. That was almost a very costly turnover, but Braden Point gets back to save the day. Around the wall it goes. 7.5 minutes to go in the first period. Lightning steal again in the neutral zone. Into the offensive end, but they're ahead of the play. Braden Point was offsides. We get a whistle. 7:24 to go in the first, and a neutral zone face-off coming up. Graham, what is going on? Welcome. Great to see you in the chat. Thanks so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Zach, great to see you. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, Zach. I'm doing pretty good. Enjoying some hockey and getting already thinking about work tomorrow, but gonna hopefully be a fun weekend coming up. Jerry, what is going on? Welcome in. Jay, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Awesome to see you guys in the chat. Lightning play it now through the neutral zone. Kucherov into the offensive end, cuts back on the D, waiting for some help, passes to the middle, it's stolen away by the Flyers. Here's Farabee into the offensive zone. Kucherov does a good job getting back defensively and breaks up the play. Taken now, dumped in, around the wall. Myers pinches down against his former team. Hagel can't get to it, but a good heavy contact along the wall there between Lawton and Asamont. And the Lightning keep the puck in the zone. Here's Farabee now for the Flyers. He clears his end. Philly brings it up into the offensive zone. Hathaway getting into it with Hedman there. Hedman just kind of rubbed him out along the wall. Hathaway didn't like it. 6 minutes to go in the first. Victor Hedman holds behind his net. Now we'll start the rush up ice. Passes it into the offensive zone. Here's Nick Paul. Paul with a shot blocked again by Sealer. Round it goes to the middle. Played at the blue line. Perbix tees one up. That's blocked by the Flyers D. And Philadelphia finally going to lift this one out to the neutral zone. Thrown right back in by Tampa Bay as they look to establish a forecheck. Urson gets chased from behind, moves the puck, though, quickly enough to get it up and out of the zone for Philadelphia, who bring it now to the offensive end. Cates and Paling in on the forecheck. Konechny's out with them, trying to dig this puck loose. Kept in so far for the Flyers. Not a lot of shots on goal for either team in this game. Only 5 for Philadelphia, 4 for the Lightning. Brought over, long shot, deflected. Big pad save there on a great Travis Konechny redirection. But Andrei Vasilevsky's up to the task. 4:45 now to go in the first as we tick under 5 minutes remaining in the opening period. Sanheim with a long stretch pass. Bounces through everybody. Taken now in the defensive zone. Tampa's not able to get it out. They'll try again on the far side. Crozier not able to clear. A great job there again by Philadelphia keeping it in the offensive zone. Here's Atkinson below the goal line. Plays it back to the point. Over now to York. Into the middle. Farabee with a shot. That one's gloved down by Vasilevsky. And that is dumped into the offensive zone again as the Flyers peel off for a line change. Tampa's going to get one as well as we're into the final few minutes here of period number 1. Hey, what's going on, Elvis? Welcome in. We got E. Irish in the chat. Let's go. Thank you so much for being here. Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I have no idea what the average weight is, Blex. I do not know. Around it goes here. Ristolainen pinned along the wall. Body's starting to fly. Things picking up a little bit more physically as we get deep into this period. And now we're going to get a penalty. And it's a tripping call. First penalty of the game was a tripping call against the Lightning. And it looks like we're now going to get a tripping call against the Flyers. That is going to put Tampa Bay on their first power play opportunity of the game when we get back from this final commercial break of period number 1. We're down to a little over 3 minutes remaining. Yeah, I would agree with that, Blex, because offensive linemen generally, they have to run a little bit more. They have to pull on certain plays and stuff. So I would say they're a little leaner for sure. D-line is where you get the guys that just clog up space. That's generally more the D-line. Red Wings tied the game against Dallas. That one now 1-1. So thank you for the score update there. Ottawa still leads Montreal 2-0. Those are the other 2 games going on right now. Hey, what's going on? Mike and Julie, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome to have you in the chat. Really, really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys being here. It is Rasmus Ristolainen in the penalty box for tripping. Yes, Columbus versus Edmonton is 9 o'clock Eastern time tonight. Edmonton will be going for their 14th straight win. We'll see if they can do it. We're back underway. Here's the Lightning set up on the power play in the offensive zone, trying to extend the lead to 2 before the intermission. And Kucherov plays it back to Hedman. Hedman keeps it on the blue line. No, it came out. Wow, good aggressive pressure there by the penalty kill of the Flyers, and that puck just came out over the line. And it will be a neutral zone faceoff. Good job there by Travis Konechny. And the absolutely correct call was made. That puck did come out of the zone. So already about 30 seconds gone off of this power play. And Stamkos is going to get kicked out of the face-off dot, so Braden Point will come in to take it. It's a great thing about having 2 centers on the ice. And actually, Tampa Bay has 3 centers on the ice because Nick Paul can play center too. Into the offensive zone. Here's Paul, passes over. Stamkos out high to Hedman at the quarterback position. Over to Stamkos, top of the circle. He tees one up. It's blocked. And that's cleared all the way down again by Philadelphia. They've killed off half of this penalty. It is great power play against great penalty kill here. The number 1 power play in the NHL at almost 30% is the Tampa Bay Lightning. However, the Philadelphia Flyers have the 2nd best penalty kill in the league. So this is power on power here with this power play versus penalty kill going on. 35 seconds left. Kept in by Kucherov. Lightning have it offensive zone. Oilers are home, Graham. And that's cleared all the way down again by the Philadelphia PK. Minute and a half remaining in the first period. Down to 12 seconds on the power play. Brought up by Brandon Hagel. Into the offensive zone. Poked off his stick, but he gets some help. Here's Kucherov with a shot. That's blocked by Sealer. Back out to the point. Radish plays it over. Back to Kucherov. And Kucherov scores! Right as the power play was expiring. Kuch goes high over the shoulder. A beautiful shot. And it is a 2-0 Lightning lead. Oh, boy. I'm not sure if that is going to officially be a power play goal or not. I think the power play had just ended, and it's going to count as even strength, but either way, Nikita Kucherov just absolutely snipes one. His 29th goal of the season, high over the glove, and it is a 2-0 lead. 1 minute now remaining in the first period. Flyers trying to do something in the offensive zone. Back putting on some pressure. Good forecheck from Forster and Frost. Here's Farabee joining the front. But the Lightning are able to poke it back out to the neutral zone. Down it goes now, dumped in. Drysdale's going to start the rush up. 22 seconds left in the period, and Drysdale's pass attempt gets deflected into the Lightning bench. We'll get a whistle. Hey, what's going on, Shane? Welcome in. Micro, welcome. Thank you for being here. Winnipeg is really, really good this year, Micro, so that's going to be a tough game. No, Jay. I don't think there's any goalie in the league that's making a save on that shot. That was an absolute snipe from Kucherov. Philadelphia now. Likesell dumps it in. Chases in on the forecheck. Digs the puck loose. Can't get it through the crease area. Back to the point. Long shot. Blockered away. Final 5 seconds. One more chance here for Philadelphia. It's Cam York with a shot that goes wide. Ends up in the corner, and that's going to do it as the horn sounds. And it is 2-0 Tampa Bay, despite them only having 5 total shots on goal. After the first period, 20 minutes down, 40 minutes of hockey still to be played, and for the Tampa Bay Lightning, that's about as good of a road period as you could ask for. They come in, they score early, they control a large majority of the puck possession. A large majority of the overall play belonged to the Lightning. They spent a lot more time in the offensive zone than Philadelphia did, and they're able to score another one late at the end of it. 2-0 lead for the Lightning in Philadelphia over the Flyers at the end of one. Philadelphia is going to need a real change here at the intermission if they're going to get themselves going in this game. And yeah, that was a clinic for the most part by Tampa Bay in period 1. All right, sounds good, Joey. Yeah, that Vernon makes a really good point there. Tampa Bay scored on 40% of their shots in that period. They had 5 shots on goal and they scored 2 goals. That's that is not what you want to see if you're the Philadelphia Flyers. You cannot give up 2 goals on 5 shots. Now, like I said, the Kucherov shot, nobody's stopping that. That's not on the goaltender. That's an absolute snipe. But, you know, overall in that period, Philadelphia did a good job of blocking shots. The Braden Point goal was a redirection. That wasn't really on the, goaltender either. That was one that, maybe you like them to take point away as, defensively, as the defenseman maybe covered him a little closer, but you can't, even though neither of the goals were necessarily bad goals to give up, that you can't give up 2 goals on 5 shots. That's that's pretty brutal when you look at that statistically. And they did a great job overall in that period of not allowing Tampa to get a lot of shots on net, but boy, when they did get their shots on goal, they went in. And Philly themselves only had 7. It's not like they had a lot going on offensively either. And I would honestly say that Tampa had the better opportunities. They had less shots on goal, but I think they had more of the dangerous chances. Although Philadelphia did have a couple of really high danger chance opportunities on Vasilevsky, who made great saves on them. But I think overall, Tampa had the more quality opportunities, but not as many. Oh, there you go, Micro. That's awesome. Yeah, the Panthers beat the Predators last night, but that was probably a pretty fun game. Daniel, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Yes, I did, Shane. That's certainly one that you don't see very often. But yeah, pretty brutal there. Chris Letang and Evgeny Malkin just get a little too lackadaisical with the goal open behind them, and they end up putting it in their own net. No, Tyler Hart just left today, so I don't expect him to be back anytime soon. He just left today. This is the beginning of him leaving, not the return. Sherry, what is going on? Great to see you in the chat. Daniel, welcome in. Great to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Vasilevsky made 2 great saves that stood out to me in that first period. One was the one-timer from Atkinson that he got the pad on. And Atkinson definitely didn't get all of that shot that he wanted. That was he kind of fluttered that shot a little bit, but nonetheless, it was a great save by Vasilevsky getting over. And then there was a redirection stop as well. I think it was Travis Konechny, if I remember right, but somebody on the Flyers got a great redirection from the slot area, and Vasi made a huge save on that one too. So while neither of the goaltenders were super busy in that period, Vasilevsky was definitely the better of the goalies. He was phenomenal and made 2 real high-quality saves. And, Urson gave up 2 goals on 5 shots, even though they weren't really his fault. It's still 2 goals on 5 shots. Well, considering the Bruins have absolutely no money or really any sort of draft capital left because they went in on the trade deadline last year, I don't think you're going to be seeing... You might see a couple small moves, maybe a depth defenseman and maybe like another, center, like a third or fourth line center type player. Maybe I'm trying to think of guys like, in the same ilk of a Luke Glendening that Tampa has. Obviously, Tampa's not giving up Glendening. I don't mean literally him, but that type of player. I think they could try and add a Glendening type player, kind of like a fourth line center, veteran guy, that kind of thing. But I don't think you're going to see big moves like we saw last year because the Bruins don't have the cap space or the capital anymore to make those kinds of moves. They completely busted their nut at the deadline last year, and I don't see them having enough juice to do that again this year. The goalie for the Flyers now is Samuel Ersson. Yes, Malkin is still playing. Malkin, Crosby, and Letang all signed contract extensions a couple years ago with Pittsburgh, so they're all still around for the foreseeable future. So we have a 2-1 Detroit lead over the Dallas Stars. First intermission, we've got a 2-0 Ottawa lead over Montreal at the first intermission. And we have Tampa up 2-0 over Philly at the first intermission in our game here. First period action, game that started about 7:30 Eastern time. Vegas and the New York Islanders still 0-0. Isaac, Pittsburgh is 1,000% in no man's land. And I also don't think I don't think they're making the playoffs. I do not see Pittsburgh making the playoffs this year, and they are absolutely in no man's land. And they're going to be until they decide, finally whether it's when Crosby finally retires that they blow it up, or at some point they're going to have to decide that it's time to rebuild there. But for right now, they're hanging around with one of the oldest teams in the league. They're out of the playoffs as of right now. They're out of a playoff spot, I believe, by 5 points. There's a lot of teams between them in a playoff spot. They would have to pass Washington, the Islanders, and the Devils, and then one of the teams in the playoffs to end up in a playoff spot, which is obviously not going to be easy to do. I don't think Pittsburgh makes the playoffs. I think they're going to be exactly this kind of mediocre, middle of the road, no man's land team until they eventually blow it up, or the older guys start to retire and then they realize they need to rebuild, because that's where they're at this point. I do not think William Nylander is going to be a Hall of Famer. He's a very good player. I don't think he's going to be a Hall of Famer, no. Grinch, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to see you. Capitals are another very borderline team. I will say this, I think the Capitals have a better shot of making the playoffs than the Penguins. I will say that, but I don't think either of them make it, because I think that the Devils eventually will get into a playoff spot. So I just don't think that there's not enough spots for all of these teams to make it. I don't think the Penguins get in. I don't think the Capitals get in. I do think the Devils eventually are going to start playing like the Devils are supposed to and end up getting a playoff spot. Yeah, Tyler. I mean, Hart's missed a lot of time this year between injuries, illness, and now his leave of absence. Obviously, anytime you lose your starting goaltender, it's not ideal. But Philadelphia's had Samuel Erson's played very well. Hart's only started about half the games this year. So he's got 26 games played. So, it's not like it's not like he's started 75% of their games and has been like the sole reason that they're in a playoff spot and winning. he's been solid, but Urson's been good, and that also, if it ends up being more of a longer term thing where Hart's going to be out for a significant amount of time, Philadelphia then maybe becomes a team that's in the market for a goaltender. And there's a lot of potential for goalie moves right now in the NHL. I think there's multiple teams that need goalies. I think there's multiple teams that are looking to move goaltenders. So, Philadelphia may end up on the phones trying to work a trade for a goaltender if Hart is going to be out for a significant amount of time. But I don't think it greatly affects their chances of making the playoffs, because I think that they've played pretty similarly with Urson as they have with Hart, Like, Hart has a .906 save percentage. Urson has a .909. Both have 12 wins on the year. So, both of their goalies have won the same number of games. It would be cool, Micro. Yes, it would. What's going on, Raji Ghost? Welcome. Thank you so much for dropping by. I'm doing well. How are you? Awesome to see you in the chat, as always. Yo, Joey with the 150. Let's get some dono hype in the chat for Joey. Dropping a 150 on the stream. Thank you, man. Really, really appreciate that. Zach, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some sub hype in the chat for Zach. Welcome in. Vincent, good to see you. Thanks so much for dropping by. Zach wants to know, can this Lightning team make a deep run in the playoffs? Well, the Lightning have obviously, lost some pieces over the last few years. That's the reality of the salary cap world, is you can't keep everybody. Tampa definitely isn't as dominant as they were, 3 years ago. But I will say this: anytime you've got Andrei Vasilevsky, you have a shot to make a serious run in the playoffs. I mean, Vasilevsky, even though, again, like the Lightning, he may not be as spectacular as he was 2-3 years ago. He's still one of the best goaltenders in all of hockey. He's still extremely talented. He's a guy that, if he gets hot, is capable of putting up absolutely insane numbers, carrying a team through the playoffs. It wouldn't surprise me if Vasilevsky could get hot in the postseason and ended up playing 20 games and having a 1.5 goals against. That is a realistic possibility with Andrei Vasilevsky. He's a guy that at any point, if he really gets on his game, can just completely take over. So I would not count out the Lightning, for a multitude of reasons. They've got a ton of experience. They've got a ton of talent, especially their top-end talent with guys like Stamkos, Kucherov, and Hedman, Vasi in goal. But Vasilevsky, to me, makes them extremely dangerous all the time, just because he is good enough in his own right to carry a team in the playoffs. I don't know. Are they better on the road? Let's look. The Flyers are better on the road than at home. Wow. Tyler, thanks for pointing that out. That you don't see that all that often. They are 14-6-4 on the road. Philadelphia is very solid record there. They're only 11-10-2 at home though. So they're basically a 500 team at home and they're better on the road. That is interesting. You don't see that a lot in the NHL, but Philadelphia is definitely better on the road than at home. Zach, I do not know what you're talking about with that last question. Anyway, we're going to be starting the second period here. Teams are back out on the ice, getting ready to drop the puck on period 2. Middle frame is about to begin. The Tampa Bay Lightning take a 2-0 lead into this one as they scored a couple back in the first. It was Braden Point early, and then it was Nikita Kucherov late. I don't know why I blanked on Kucherov scoring that second goal, but it was Braden Point early, it was Nikita Kucherov late, and Tampa's got the only 2 on the board. Hey, Grega, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Teams are lined up at the center dot. We're going to be dropping the puck. And we'll see what happens here between the Flyers and Lightning in period number 2. Off the draw, Philadelphia wins it back. They dump it into the offensive zone. DeHaan plays it. He's hit there by Hathaway. And Philly keeps it in the offensive zone for now. Around it goes. Up the boards. Back down to the corner. Past Hathaway. Lightning with a chance to clear. They do. Carried up by Hagel. Hagel crosses the blue line into the offensive zone. They're onside. Spun back. Moved to the middle. Here's Cirelli with a shot. That goes high and off glass. Loose puck taken by Philadelphia. Move to the middle into the offensive zone. Round it goes. Sanheim falls down, loses an edge. Lightning take possession. They're able to get it out of the zone and send it all the way down. It's going to be icing, though, as nobody touched that. So just under 50 seconds into this second period, faceoff will come back down to the Tampa zone. Getting ready for the offensive zone draw. Couturier wins it back. Shot there, right into the glove of Vasi. As he snags that one, will be another face-off coming off to his side. Here we go now. Another ozone draw. Philadelphia trying to cycle from the corner. Back out to Walker at the blue line. Long shot, knocked down in front. Lightning get to the loose puck. They clear. Played now. Sean Walker carries back up. Passes it over. Here's Konechny into the offensive zone. Pad save by Vasilevsky. Walker keeps it in again. Around it goes Forster. He's pinned along the wall. Cycles with York. Looking for a play through the middle for Couturier. But the pass had a little too much sauce on it. Now it's poked away. Coming up ice into the offensive zone. Here's Braden Point. Chopped away from him at the last second. But we're going to get a penalty. A holding call, which happened earlier on the breakaway, is going to put Tampa Bay on the power play. Their second power play chance of the game. And it's going to be holding here against Sean Walker. As Braden Point was trying to get in there on the breakaway, Walker gave him a grab. And then Point ended up getting behind him anyway, even with the hold. But Walker came down and made a nice stick check to not allow Point to finish off that move. So Tampa's going back to the power play. They scored right after their first power play. It wasn't officially a power play goal, but I don't think there was even time for the player to step back onto the ice, and it was in the back of the net. Hedman has to chase it back and get it. Good early penalty kill start here for the Flyers, but still a minute 40 to go. Kucherov into the offensive end. Pass across, kept in. Kucherov to Point. Can't get the pass through. Great poke check there defensively. Braden Point gets that one through. Kucherov over to Stamkos. Pass was in his skates. A rare bad pass from Nikita Kucherov, but he's got a chance now on the back door. Point gets it, and he scores! Nikita Kucherov, second of the game. This one is a power play goal, and it is 3-0 Tampa Bay as they are in full control of this one. Not even 2.5 minutes into the second, and they extend the lead even further. I was just saying it was a rare bad pass by Nikita Kucherov to Stamkos, but it ended up not mattering whatsoever as the Lightning kept working it around the offensive zone, and then Braden Point gets a beautiful pass through to Kucherov, who's just waiting on the back door, and Kucherov has 30 goals now on the season. Another 30-goal year for Nikita Kucherov. Lightning trying to keep it in the offensive zone. Not able to. Here's a rush. Up ice. Atkinson for Philly. Philly shot. And not able to get that one through. Moved again. Flyers keep it in the offensive zone. Man, Atkinson, I don't even know if he got a real shot on goal there. That just looked like it fluttered to the end boards. I don't know what happened on that break for the Flyers, but Cam Atkinson not getting a lot of juice on these shot attempts that he's getting. Around now, DeHaan passes up. Hagel 2-on-1 for the Lightning into the offensive zone. Hagel with a shot and a big save there by Erson. Into the offensive zone, like Sell with it. He's rubbed along the outside boards, kept away from the net front. Get some help now from Cates, back to the point. Drysdale D to D. Shot attempt gets blocked. Sanheim can't do much with that one, and the Lightning take possession back under 16 minutes now to go here in the second period. Moved away now. Flyers come back the other way. Pass too far in front for Cates. He'll chase against Myers. Heavy on the forecheck. Lightning move the puck. Coming back the other way. Here's Tyler Mott. Mott into the offensive zone. Looking for a deflection. That goes high off glass. Flyers get it to the blue line and finally out. Here's Ristolainen. Gains center. Dumps it in. Shots are now 8-8. Yes, nobody even has 10 shots on goal in this game, either side. However, the Lightning lead 3-0. Taken away. Here's Barre Boulet. He can't do much with it. It's chopped out of the zone by Konechny. Oh, Konechny steals it back, gets it over. Shot attempt there, and I don't think it even got through to Vasilevsky. Man, Philadelphia just can't get anything going offensively. Here's Couturier to Hathaway. Hathaway 1-on-3 into the offensive zone. Guess what? He loses the puck. As what would normally happen when you go 1-on-3. Played around now. Taken by Kucherov. Passed point into the offensive zone. Flyers throw it right back out. Pretty good stretch of play here without any whistles. Time ticking down. We're down to 14 minutes to go in the seconds. Brought up again by Walker into the offensive zone. Not able to get his pass through. Braden Point breaks that up, and the Lightning clear it out of the zone. They'll go up into the offensive end, 2-on-2, trying to make it a 2-on-1, but a good defensive play from Walker. Back over now, here's Calvin DeHaan. Blocker save on that shot by Urson. It goes up into the netting, and we'll get a whistle with 13:38 remaining. Second period action. Lightning have extended the lead to 3, and they are in control of this one as we get a commercial break and a face-off coming up in the Philadelphia end when we come back. We got a little update here on some other scores from around the league. Dallas has taken the lead back over Detroit. They're now up 3-2. Ottawa continues to lead Montreal 2-0. Vegas has taken a 1-0 lead over the New York Islanders. And the Minnesota Wild have gotten an early 1-0 lead over the Washington Capitals. So that is your other action going on. And the Wild and Capitals game has just started. That is an early goal. Not even 2 minutes into the game there for Minnesota. And Ottawa has just scored to make it 3-0 Sens. So we get another goal in that game as well. And we're coming back from the commercial break here. Off the face-off, Philadelphia trying to get out of their zone. Sealer plays it to Ristolainen. Up the wall it goes. Lightning keep it in. Risto couldn't get it out. Neither could the wingers helping him. Back to the neutral zone. They do clear this time. Lightning throw it back in, but they've got to get onside. Asamont throws a big hit on Ristolainen. Chip to the middle. Stolen by Hagel. And then it's poked away from Hagel. Atkinson comes the other way with Farabee into the offensive zone. Drop pass, top of the circle. Moved over to Ristolainen. Shot through traffic. Glove save. Vasilevsky able to find it. Even with the bodies in front, he snags it out of the air. So we get a whistle again here, and this time the faceoff will be in the Lightning zone. Around it goes now, down in the corner. Flyers keep it in. Konechny with Forster. Trying to dig this out. Big board battle here with multiple players from each side. Eventually worked back to the blue line where the Flyers keep it in at the point. Good move there. Pulled to the backhand. Shot attempt from Konechny as he's falling down goes wide. Another shot, top of the circle. Big pad save from Vasilevsky. 12:20 to go here in the second. We're approaching the halfway point of this game. Flyers with a good shift here in the offensive zone. Long shot. Knocked away. Philly keeps it. Here's Sanheim. Down to the corner. Crozier first on it. And it's finally poked out of the zone by the Lightning. Stolen away by Philadelphia. They go into the offensive zone. Back the other way. Paul trying to catch an outlet pass, but it was too far in front of him. And Nikita Kucherov injured back behind the play, just getting back to his skates. And Nikita Kucherov slowly going back to the bench. He does not look happy. He's jawing with the Flyers bench as he goes back. Now he's jawing with the ref. Oh, yeah, Travis Konechny gave him a pretty good shot to the side of the head as they were tangled up right inside the blue line there. Nobody saw it. Kucherov was already falling down, and Konechny just kind of gave him a swat. That's what Kucherov was angry about. And Kucherov's a guy that will give it right back to you. So, especially in a 3-0 game, if this gets 4 or 5-0, I would not be surprised if Kucherov sticks one to Konechny at some point. Brought up now. Here's Philadelphia. Shot there. Big blocker save by Vasilevsky. Back out to the neutral zone. What's going on, Brian? Great to see you in the chat. Thanks so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Brought up now into the offensive zone. Barré-Boulet to the middle. There's a chance for Glendening. It goes off of a skate. Bodies flying again as another Lightning player's down in front of the net. Flyers trying to establish something here to get themselves in the game. Here's Morgan Frost. Pass over. Trying to find Atkinson. Doesn't connect. Flyers keep it in the zone. Back deep. Hedman just chips it up the wall. Not able to get it out. Now it's finally out to the neutral zone. Flyers carry right back in. Farabee spins back. Trying to drive it out in front. Not able to connect on the pass. Walker keeps it at the blue line. 10:05 to go in the second shot. And they score! Atkinson with a tip in front. And it's a Flyers goal. They finally get on the board, and they're back in the game. A good sharp angled pass to the front there results in a redirection for Cam Atkinson with 10:04 to go. Farabee to Atkinson right on the top of the crease. Chips it over the glove hand of Vasilevsky. And we have ourselves a hockey game again. That is huge for Philadelphia, who finally was spending a decent amount of time in the offensive zone. And 13th goal of the year for Atkinson. That is big for the Flyers. Now we'll see what the response is going to be. Can the Flyers build off that and keep the momentum charging in their favor? Or does Tampa Bay have a quick answer? This is going to be very interesting to see how both of these teams react to that goal. Because 3-0 and 3-1 is a pretty big difference. Philly is back in this game now. Neutral zone faceoff won by the Flyers. They dump it in. Getting in back on the forecheck. Here's Couturier to the point. Long shot. Deflection. And a good job there positionally by Vasilevsky. Lightning trying to get it out of their zone. Philly's starting to feel it. That's chipped all the way down. Cam York around the boards. High off glass. Past everybody. Going to be no icing as Couturier wins the race. Not able to get the pass in front, though. Heavy hit there on the forecheck by Konechny. Travis Konechny is really dragging the Flyers into this fight. Here's a chance in front, though, for Point. He just sends it wide. Braden Point on the doorstep, couldn't tuck it home. Flyers come back the other way. Konechny. He and Kucherov. And there's Kucherov giving him a little stick. Figured that would happen the next time they got together. Konechny run into down below the goal line there by DeHaan. Paling comes away with the puck. Flyers still have it in the offensive zone. Luka, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. There's a big shot and a huge shot block by one of the Lightning defensemen. He's shaken up, though, trying to get to the bench. Hardly putting any weight on his leg. And it's going to be a hand pass in the neutral zone there by Tampa Bay. That's Phil Myers. Philippe Myers, the former Flyer, with the huge shot block there. He is shaken up. But a potential goal saver getting in the way of that one. 8:31 to go in the second period. We're past the halfway point of this game. Tampa Bay still up by 2, but Philadelphia just got a huge goal. And we're going to go to our second commercial break of this middle frame. I am good, Luca. How are you? Thank you for watching. Always great to see you. We got ourselves a hockey game again as Philly, over the last 5-6 minutes, has really started to shift the momentum in their favor and spend a lot of time in the offensive zone. All right, coming back from the commercial break now. Getting ready to get back into the action. Philly has been really pressing hard the last 5 minutes or so. Off the draw, Flyers win it back. Ristolainen D to D. Sealer misses that one. Atkinson almost had a chance. And now Asamont and Zamula getting into it in front of the benches. They break up. Play continues. Peter, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Lightning get it back in their own zone. Hagel with the drop pass. Hedman sends it up. Deflected by Cirelli into the offensive end. He and Asamont will go in heavy on the forecheck. Turn the puck over. Flyers get it back. Frost ducks around Hagel's check to get it out of the zone. Into the offensive zone. Flyers back on the forecheck. Working it down low. We got delayed penalty call coming up against the Lightning. It's going to be a hook. And Philadelphia is going to go to the power play and get their second power play opportunity of this game. So now both teams will have had 2 power plays after this. 7:41 remaining in the second. And it's Brandon Hagel in the penalty box. Hey, Duke, what's going on? Welcome in. Glad you could stop by tonight for a bit. Zamula pass over. Shot there. Vasilevsky with the save. And cleared down by the Lightning. 7.5 to go in the period. 1:45 left on the power play as the Flyers look to gear back up and carry to the offensive zone. Here's Farabee to Konechny. Konechny gets knocked down but moves the puck. Played across. Farabee with it. Back to the point. Joel again along the half wall down low. Looking for a redirection from York. And it doesn't connect. Now it's the other way for the Lightning. Shorthanded into the offensive zone. Perbix shielded to the outside by Zamula. And that's going to just kill some time, but they don't get an offensive opportunity out of it. And down it goes. Minute to go on the power play for the Flyers. A goal here would be huge for them. Around it goes, down into the corner, played by Sanheim. 45 seconds left, over to Atkinson. Atkinson spins off one check, gets it to Forster, over to Drysdale. Down low, Atkinson. Forster, Drysdale. Round the offensive zone we go with the passes, but nothing on goal yet. Forster holds, pass gets deflected, off glass. Played by Drysdale. Down low, Atkinson cycles back around. Here's Drysdale with a shot. He shoots, and he scores! Jamie Drysdale on the power play. I believe that's his first goal as a Flyer. After the big trade from Anaheim, Drysdale makes it 3-2. And Philadelphia's within one here late in the second. And a power play goal here for the Flyers, who don't get many of those. It's a big one to make it a 3-2 game. And as good as Tampa Bay was in the first period, this is exactly the kind of second that the Flyers needed. Exactly the kind of second that the Flyers needed. 5:50 now to go in period 2. Walker sends it up the wall. Past Hathaway, it's kept in the zone. Lightning with it. Offensive end. Move to the middle. Poked away. And Hathaway not able to maintain possession. Worked along the wall. And there's another shot. Urson with two big stops. Rolls back in. Sealer gets rammed into there by Kucherov. Puck ends up along the wall. Sealer trying to steal it back with some help. Heavy forecheck pressure coming from the Lightning. Brought up now. Here's Crozier with it. Move to the middle into the offensive end. 5 minutes to go in the second. Up into the offensive zone. Round now. Shot there deflected away. 4:40. Flyers get it out of the zone. Into the offensive end. Driving wide. Trying to find Atkinson in front. They do! He gets it on goal, but a nice stop as Vasilevsky is able to keep it out. Stands his ground and covers up. Whoops, I never changed the scoreboard. My bad. It is 3-2, and we're going to head now to our final commercial break of period number 2. After going down 3-0, Philly has worked their way back into this one, and we've got a one-goal hockey game late in period 2 with about 5 minutes or so to go. So we'll get some time now to catch our breath and get ready for the final few minutes of this middle frame. Should be a good one based on how this game has gone so far. I'll tell you, I was getting a little worried about this being a blowout when when Tampa scored so early in the second. That, another goal just a minute or, couple minutes in. And I started to get worried a little bit that this was going to end up being like 5-1, 6-1, something like that. But boy, the Flyers have really gotten their game together here. They did not give up. They kept working. They kept pushing. And we have ourselves a one-goal hockey game. This should be a very fun one right down to the finish. Yeah. Yeah, Heather, I didn't change the score because I completely forgot. I was talking about the goal, but I forgot to actually change the score. All right, we're back from the commercial break. Ozone draw for the Flyers. This has turned out to be a pretty darn good one. Off of the face-off, one back. Philly not able to keep it in as Drysdale gets pushed out of the zone. Dumped back in, cross corner. DeHaan for Perbix. Perbix can't control. Drysdale keeps it in at the blue line. Down low, over to Sanheim. Back to Drysdale. Walks to the middle. Back to Sanheim. Sanheim below the goal line. Drives it wide. Passes around for Poehling. And that's taken now by Atkinson. He's run into the wall by Sherry, who doesn't get the puck out of the zone, but the referee's calling a penalty. It's going to be a hooking call. And Cam Atkinson is going to the penalty box for hooking, so that's why they didn't get the puck out of the zone. Atkinson with the stick around the arm there of Connor Sherry. And Tampa's going to go to the power play. Lightning have a very, very dangerous power play. Best in the NHL at right around 30% this year. This is a late opportunity to try and reestablish a multi-goal lead with under 4 minutes remaining. Good job early on the penalty kill, though. Rip around shorthanded shot by Konechny is blocked by Hedman. So a good start to the kill here for the Flyers. As Sanheim steals the puck, drives against Hedman down low. Lightning get it back. Here's Kucherov. Pass up into the offensive zone with some speed. Braden Point waiting for help. Into the high slot. Kucherov spins back and just keeps possession. No attempt on the rush there. And then Kucherov's pass is stolen. And that's all the way down. Another clear. Phillies killed off 45 seconds. We're down to 3:01 to go in the second period. Played by Point. Off of a skate. Flyers take it again. Here's Sealer. He gets double teamed. Just eats the puck in the corner. Kills some more time. Up the wall. Couturier helping. And that's out of the zone. Lightning have to get on side and regroup. 45 seconds left in their power play. Here's Hedman over the line. Played there. Taken by Stamkos. Back to Hedman. 2:25 to go in the second period. Stammer with it. Top of the circle. Hedman tees one up. Big save there by Urson. Rebound and they score! The Lightning strike back as it bounces past Urson. Bounced off of somebody in front. I'm not sure who, but it is 4-2 Tampa Bay. Believe that might be Asamont's goal. And it is a big power play goal. Their second of the game. giving Tampa a 4-2 lead. They reestablished the multiple goal lead, and it is Michael Eyssimont with a beautiful shot from the slot area after a great pass. His 8th goal of the season, and this is once again a 2-goal hockey game. I will remember to change the score this time as Hathaway gets run to the wall. Around it goes, ticking down towards 2 minutes remaining in the second. Flyers trying to get it back in the offensive zone. Puck is loose. Mad scramble forward in the crease. Everybody after it. And we got bodies piling up as Vasilevsky covered the puck. Paling's in there. Hathaway's in the mix, as always. Lawton out there as well, tied up with Perbix. And exactly 2 minutes remaining in the period. Referee having a long talk with Garnet Hathaway there, as Hathaway was just jamming away along with Scott Lawton, jamming away at Andrei Vasilevsky. The puck was loose for a while, but eventually ended up under Vasilevsky's pad, and he keeps it out. Ozone draw here for Philadelphia. Played back to Ristolainen, moved across. Long shot from Frost gets blocked, and the Lightning come up ice. Carried by Radish into the offensive zone. He dumps it. Around it goes. Cirelli will chase. Risto keeps it away from him. It's up to Atkinson and out of the zone. Flyers clear. Played back the other way by the Lightning from neutral ice. Eyssimont back out there. Spins off of a hit. Gets run into the end boards and buried down low. That allows the Flyers to clear the puck out of the zone. And we got a deflection out of play with 1:23 remaining. Off the draw, Flyers win it. From the neutral zone, they dump it in deep. 1:15 remaining in the second. Game having little spurts of physicality here and there. As he is connecting with a shot. Nice pad save holding the post, Vasi. His pass out high. Played at the point. Drysdale walks the line. Shot through traffic. Just goes wide. Sanheim's on it. Final minute of period 2. Another long shot that gets blocked. Flyers keep it in the offensive zone, however. Working it around out high. Over to Sanheim. Lightning set up well defensively. Flyers trying to move the puck. Here's Konechny trying to tuck one in the short side. Vasi holds the post. Around again. High slot. Down low. Looking from the goal line. Pass back to Konechny. He's in the corner. Back up it goes. Here's Drysdale shot through traffic. That one just deflects wide of Vasilevsky. 15 seconds remaining. Flyers pouring on pressure in the offensive zone. Would love a late last second goal here. Not going to get it as that's chipped out of the zone. Past Drysdale. Final seconds tick off the clock. Point takes down Drysdale. Flyers blast a shot that's blocked. And that is going to do it for period number 2. And now Hedman getting into it with Sanheim. Konechny's got Crozier. And these teams come together here right at the horn. Out in the neutral zone. And everybody picks a partner here and ties up. A lot of jawing back and forth. And a little bit of spice here to end the second and get ready for a big third period coming up here between the Flyers and the Lightning. It is a 4-2 Tampa Bay lead with 20 minutes of hockey to go. But before we get into those final 20 minutes, we've got intermission here. time to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for the third to begin. Thank you guys all so much for watching. It's great to have you. Really appreciate you guys supporting the channel, and hope you're enjoying the game and the stream tonight. And please don't forget, it does help out a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button. And just helps the channel, helps get the video shown to more people. Also, would mean a lot if you could, or if you would like to subscribe and become part of the channel community here. We'd love to have you. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. And we'd love to have you become part of the group if you think that is something you would enjoy. So, no, Blex, not anymore. There's never really any brawls, no. So, we got some time now here at the intermission, and then we'll have the big third period coming up. We'll see if Tampa can hold the lead or if the Flyers have a comeback in them. But thank you guys again for being here. Got all right, Heather, have a good night. See you hopefully next time, and hopefully we talk soon. But really appreciate you watching, and have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your week. The highest earning player in the NHL right now. Let me go to Cap Friendly. Da 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 da. Is there a way I can just search like player salary? There's so much. All right, now. What's his cap hit? I believe it's Nathan MacKinnon. I know Nathan MacKinnon has the biggest cap hit in the NHL with $12.6 million. Let me check if he's also the biggest salary or nah. Biggest salary. Let's look at that. Probably. Also Nathan MacKinnon. Okay, so Nathan MacKinnon right now is the highest paid player in the NHL. $12.6 million. Nate Dogg leads the way right now, but I can guarantee you that there are going to be some players passing him as more and more contracts come up. All right. Intermission. Let's check on some other scores. Wow. Okay. Good news for the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Dallas Stars have blown it open against the Detroit Red Wings. They are now up 5-2 over Detroit. That is 4 straight goals for Dallas. Ottawa continues to lead Montreal 3-0. Vegas has taken a 3-1 lead over the Islanders. So it looks like the new coach bump for the Islanders only lasted 1 game. And now they're down by a couple here to Vegas. And Minnesota up 2-0 at the end of the first period on the Washington Capitals. So the Wild, who have had a pretty disappointing season by all accounts this year, kind of starting to get it back on somewhat of a track, maybe. They've won their last 2 games. They're going for 3 in a row tonight. I don't think that they're making the playoffs. I think they've dug themselves too big of a hole, but Minnesota does seem to be kind of starting to play better recently. So if they make it 3 in a row tonight, maybe they can start to chip away and climb those standings a little bit. There has been for as long as I can remember, Blacks. Hey, Reddy, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Good to see you in the chat. We are here at the second intermission, waiting for the third period to begin, and Tampa has a 2-goal lead. Alright, what else? Let's see. We got anything good going on in any of these other games? Dallas, Detroit. Wow. Ottawa and Montreal hasn't even been chippy or anything. That's usually a matchup that gives us some real animosity between teams. Hasn't even been chippy. Quiet night. Quiet night as far it looks like as far as physicality is concerned. Nothing really on the penalty sheets. Nothing major going on. I don't notice anything different about the glass behind the nets. It seems the same as it's always been to me. All right. This intermission has felt so long. I don't know. I feel like the first intermission went by pretty fast. This one has felt so long. We are almost done with it, though. I think this is the last commercial and break, and then we'll be starting the third. So, we have 20 minutes of hockey left. The Lightning have a 2-goal lead. Philadelphia had a really strong middle portion of that second period where they came back and certainly made a game out of it, but then they allowed the late power play goal for Tampa, and that kind of took the wind out of their sails a bit. So Tampa's in a pretty good spot, up by 2. They just need to have a solid period, and they're going to move let's see. They're going to move ahead of Detroit, it looks like. They'd also move ahead of Toronto because Toronto's at 54 points. So if Tampa wins this game, they're going to move ahead of Detroit and Toronto in the standings and move into third place in the division. So, yeah, this is a pretty big period coming up for the Lightning. And for the Flyers, they're starting to backslide a little bit. They're starting to fall a little bit. Carolina's only 1 point behind them. They're not in danger of, being out of a playoff spot, but I don't know. You don't want to rack up too many losses in a row if you're Philadelphia. The standings are too tight for multiple losses in a row. Oh, this is the intermission that will not end. I don't know. Just waiting for this third to start. Feels like this intermission has been forever. Nothing else has changed score-wise in any of the other games going on. Games that haven't started yet. St. Louis is in Calgary to take on the Flames. They'll be starting in probably about 10 minutes or so. Columbus and Edmonton in Edmonton. Obviously, the Oilers are trying to extend their winning streak to 14. They'll be starting in about 10 minutes or so. Buffalo is in Anaheim to take on the Ducks, two teams that are not going to make the playoffs there. And the Rangers, who certainly do not want to lose this game, are in San Jose tonight to take on the Sharks. And I think we all know how abysmal the Sharks are this year. Not only are they the worst team in the league, they are they're in contention right now to be one of the worst teams of the last 25 years. Now they have won their last two games, which is really weird to see, but yeah, they're 28 points on the season through 47 games. So they're on pace to finish with mid-40s as far as points are concerned. Yikes. Yikes. They are definitely one of the worst teams of the last, couple decades. But they're going to have a really good shot at a really high draft pick. And Macklin Celebrini is going to be there for the taking at 1 overall at the this year's draft. And let me tell you, if San Jose can draft Will Smith in 2023 and then Macklin Celebrini in 2024, that's going to be one hell of a couple of draft picks that I think people will look back on 5 years from now and say, holy crap, they got some superstars with those picks. All right, here we go. Getting ready to start the third. Teams are finally back out on the ice. Referees getting ready to drop the puck, and we're going to get back into the action with 20 minutes remaining. Brandon, what is going on? Welcome in, and thank you so much for subscribing. Let's give some hype to Brandon, everybody, new subscriber to the channel. And thank you so much for being here. We got third period action coming up. Lightning and Flyers. Tampa up by 2, 4-2 over Philly. We'll see what this final frame is going to bring us. We've got Travis Sanheim and Victor Hedman in the penalty box from that end of period skirmish in the second. So we're going to start with a little 4-on-4 as they both sit for roughing. So some open ice to open this period as it's played here by Philadelphia in their own zone, 20 seconds in. 4-on-4 continues, looking for speed through the neutral zone. Drysdale jumps into the play with Atkinson. Shot in there, high over the shoulder and off glass. Played by Kucherov, back the other way with Point. He's stood up at the blue line. 4-on-3 up ice now for Philly into the offensive zone. Here's York with a shot. That one gets blocked. Rebound, he scores! Cam York bats it out of the air. What a goal! Not even a minute into the third. We have an early goal, but this time it's not the Lightning. It is the Flyers. Cam York bats it out of the air. On the rebound, a beautiful play here. Unbelievable. It is 4-3 just like that. Yeah, like I said, this game is not over. And Philadelphia is certainly showing us that here. Not even a minute in, and Philly's back within 1. The 4-on-4 continues. Lightning after it now. Hagel takes it from Walker. Sealer takes the puck, throws it up the wall. Played there along the boards. Flyers get it out. Not able to gain the neutral center ice, however. Lightning send it back. Now the Flyers send it back. So now we're just throwing the puck back and forth in the neutral zone. Konechny, chased by Hagel, circles all the way. Then passes off to a teammate up into the offensive zone. Couturier goes offsides as Walker rips a shot that Vasilevsky stops. Play was offside, so that we get a whistle. 39 seconds left in the 4-on-4. There's a lot of different teams the Bruins could face in the playoffs, Brandon. A lot of different teams. I mean, there's literally probably 6 or 7 possibilities still right now, so it's way too early to know. Into the offensive zone. Here's Frost. Dekes around the D. Vasilevsky gets it. What a move there by Morgan Frost, but Vasi holds up strong. Flyers still have it offensive zone. 15 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Just about 2 minutes into this third period. Taken back by Tampa. They're going to hold behind their net. Sanheim and Hedman come out of the penalty boxes now as we're back to 5-on-5. Lightning into the offensive zone. Big pile of bodies along the end boards now trying to knock this puck loose. Puck is still pinned. Sanheim getting into it again with one of the Lightning players. And eventually it comes out to Scott Lawton, who passes to the middle. Like Sell gets it out of the zone. Back the other way into the offensive end. Here's Tyler Mott cutting to the middle. He rips a shot that's blocked by Sealer. Avi, what is going on? Welcome in. Great to see you. Thanks so much for stopping by as Sealer sends that one deep. Lightning play it around in their own zone. Perbix past him. Kept in by the Flyers. Cates pass into the middle. Stolen by Philadelphia. And here comes Hagel now on the stretch pass from Cirelli. He gets shielded to the outside by Walker and can't get a shot on goal. Back the other way, chasing after it. Played by Tampa through neutral ice again, up into the offensive zone. Here's Crozier, deflected there by Cirelli, but wide. Flyers now trying to work it out of their own end. Looks like both teams are getting line changes. Here's Drysdale. His pass deflected by Myers. So there's no icing. Thrown in front. That one off of a stick blade and wide. Back the other way. Lightning up ice into the offensive zone. 16:05 to go. Good hit there. Knocking Drysdale down. Bodies flying in the corner. Lightning come away with the puck. Here's Myers. That one gets blocked. Here's Braden Point from out high. Shot through traffic, redirected in. Erson makes the pad save. Flyers come the other way. Sanheim jumps into the play. Over to Farabee. Farabee with a shot. Vasi gets the pad on it. Lightning trying to work it up the wall now. Around it goes. Kept in at the blue line. Taken away. Move to the middle. Out at the point, played there. Long shot by Couturier. That's gloved down by Vasilevsky, who covers. 15:16 to go in the third. Flyers back within 1, pushing for the tie, but Andrei Vasilevsky says no. Be an offensive zone draw for them again coming up. And the Lightning clearing attempt there goes up and over the glass. I don't believe it's going to be delay a game. However, it was deflected. So we'll come back to the Lightning zone for another face-off just a few seconds later. Off the draw, Flyers win it. Trying to set up in the offensive zone. Konechny wires one just wide. Here come the Lightning now up into the offensive end. It's Sherry. Sherry goes off of a skate. Walker blocked that one. York sends it up the wall. I have no idea, Brandon. I just did one last week, so I'm not sure when the next Boston game will be. Around it goes now. Tampa with it. Back in their own end. Regrouping. Flyers use this to get a line change. So do the Lightning. They gain the red line and wire it around the boards. Move to the middle. Flyers steal that away. Quick pass up. And backhanded deep. They'll get in on the forecheck. Philly chasing. Good hit on DeHaan, but he moves the puck beforehand. Glendening gets it up into the Flyers zone where Philly has to take possession back and regroup. Good outlet pass. 1-on-2 into the offensive zone. Here's Farabee streaking. Perbix with a great poke check. 14 minutes now to go in the third. Over the red line, dumped in. Tyler Mott will chase down against Ristolainen. Barre Boulay steals the pass. Lightning have it back out to the point. Long shot through traffic. Rebound chance. Erson gets the pad on it. Sharp angle shot there. Knocked down. Cleared by Philadelphia. We're under 14 to go. Lightning trying to extend the lead back to 2. Obviously, Philadelphia does not want that to happen. Goals are very important here in the third period. As the Flyers come up and into the offensive end, Lawton gets stood up at the blue line, and that forces the play offsides. We get a whistle. Gonna get our first commercial break of the third. 4-3. Philly is back within 1. Still over 13 minutes remaining. A lot of time left. A lot can happen. This should be a very fun finish. All right, we're coming back now from the commercial. Getting ready for this face-off, and still plenty of time for things to happen in this game. No doubt about that. Neutral zone draw. Lawton to take it against Cirelli. Asamont and Cates with some jabs at the draw. Lawton's going to get tossed out. Cates comes in to take it. And Cirelli muscles the puck up ice. At the red line, Flyers trying to get it back right in front of the benches. More bodies tangled up here right in front of the Lightning benches. They're looking to dig the puck out. Hagel finally gets it deep. 13 minutes to go. Played by Philadelphia now out of their own zone. They'll just circle back, regroup, and try again. Here's Lawton. Pass up to nobody. Knocked down. Lightning come away with it over to Kucherov to the middle. Here's Point on the backhand. Pass back there to Hedman, whose blast gets blocked. Around it goes. Taken now into the middle. Braden Point. Chipped past him. Chipped past Radish. And that ends up being an icing here against Philadelphia. What's going on, Brent? Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Good to have you in the chat tonight. 1-goal game, third period. This should be a fun finish between these two. And a very important 2 points on the line. $12:26 to go here in the third. John Cooper is really upset about something here. I think they're trying to figure out who should be on the ice for the Flyers here. And John Cooper was not happy with who they originally had out there. They make the change. John Cooper's still not happy, but they finally pick 5 Flyers and say, you're the guys that are out there. Obviously, after the icing, they couldn't change. So, moved across. Philly dumps it in. Lightning dump it right back out. D-to-D play there. Over to Sealer. Now up to Konechny into the offensive zone. Forster trying to get to it before Vasilevsky, but he cannot. Walker plays it back out at neutral ice, dumps it in. Played by the Lightning. They're behind the net. Hedman with the outlet pass. Hagel carries up. Dumps it into the Flyers zone, who dump it right back out. Trying to catch him in a change of D. There's a backhand by Atkinson well wide of the goal. Brought up now, moved into the middle. On the backhand, another chance. Ersson with a great save on that one. Moved up now. And Philadelphia goes off sides as Atkinson was ahead of the play. That will lead to a whistle with 11:23 to go. Pittsburgh's next game, Brent, is... I do not know. Wow. They don't play tomorrow. Do they play Thursday? They don't play. No, Pittsburgh's next game is not until Friday night. They play the Florida Panthers. So they got a couple days. They got a few days off. Not just a couple. They got a few days off. Around now, Lightning back in the offensive zone. Sherry to Paul. Feel like those two have not really played that much tonight. Paul and Sherry. Taken up now. Stolen away by Morgan Frost. The Flyers have it. Over to Farabee into the offensive zone for Frost. Tries to feather a pass back through to Farabee, but it's too high. And then the Lightning throw it down. No icing. Played there by Ersson. And around it goes. Long shot or pass attempt there. Does not connect, so it's an icing against Tampa Bay. We'll see if the Lightning can hold on or if Philly's going to have the comeback in them. We're back in the Philadelphia zone. Forster not able to chip it out. Here's Barré-Boulet with a shot. And a huge glove save by Ersson. Wow, what a monster stop there for Samuel Ersson, who has not had the best night tonight, giving up 4 goals on only now 18 shots. But that was a very timely, very important glove save. Offensive zone draw now for the Lightning. Couturier against Stamkos. And off the draw, taken there by Walker. The Flyers get it out of the zone, gain the red line, and don't dump it deep as Hedman stands up. Here's Victor Hedman. Played down, back out in front, taken there by the Flyers. They toss it back out through the neutral zone. Both teams will get line changes. So Flyers have it. Gain center. Nope, Farabee decides to go back as they regroup. And that ends up turning the puck over to Brandon Hagel, who passes up to Kucherov. Kucherov back to his D-man. And it's deflected in by Tampa as they'll get in heavy on the forecheck. Around it goes. We're under 10 minutes to go in this one. Third period action, 9:20 remaining. It's a 1-goal game. There's a shot by Cirelli, just ripped wide. Around it goes. Ends up in the corner. Asamont to Hagel. Hagel getting away from Sealer. Gets help from Frost. Lightning keep the puck moving, though. And keep it in the zone. Here's Perbix. Pass across. Here's a shot. That one gets blocked. Cirelli fires one in. That gets deflected up into the netting, and now Asamont and Farabee get into it a little bit after the whistle. And we're going to head to another commercial break here. So we'll go to another commercial break. Less than 10 minutes to go. And we have 8:43 exactly remaining. Yes, Brent, you can change the size to whatever you want on the merch website. I mean, as long as they have them in stock. I mean, I don't run the merch website. That's through another company, but you can change sizes on all of the merch and get whatever you need. So we're at commercial break here, about a little over 8.5 minutes remaining. Philly's still looking for that 4th tying goal. We'll see if they can get it or if Tampa Bay is able to hang on here. Around now. Off the draw, Zamula triple teamed but gets the puck up to Frost. Flyers are into the offensive zone. Sanheim, he gets shoved to the ice as a pass goes through his skate. Here's Hedman with it. Cleared out. Sherry kicks it to a teammate. Dumped in there by Paul. Mott will chase. Mott gets crumbled to the ice. And the Flyers come away with the puck. They'll get it out of their zone. There's Atkinson. Here's Frost jumping into the play. Back to Zamula. Farabee in the corner trying to dig it out from Radish. He cycles around. Far side blue line. Back down low. Played by Radish. That's brought up. Thank you, Brent. Appreciate it. Glad to have you here. Dumped in by Hagel. Flyers move the puck quickly. That one's past DeHaan, but no icing. DeHaan chased by Couturier, forces the turnover. Here's a chance for Forster, and Forster sends it high. Oh, no. We'll see. Did he just miss the net there, or did Vasilevsky stop it? If that's just a clean miss of the net, that is brutal from Tyson Forster. A great save. Or, excuse me, a great steal by Sean Couturier. I think it got blocked by DeHaan. No, it did get through to Vasi. They gave him a shot on goal for that. So, can't blame Forster there. He did get it on goal. It was a good shot. Just Vasilevsky was able to get a piece of it. Here we go now. Konechny up ice. Over the line, up into the offensive zone. There's 7 minutes to go now in the third. Have a good night, Matt. Hopefully see you next time. That's fired in on Vasilevsky, who gloves it and covers. We get a whistle there and another offensive zone draw coming up. Atkinson gets pinned along the wall there. Crozier's able to get it out. But that's going to be icing. Asamont can't win the race. That's an icing call. We'll come back down to the Lightning zone for another faceoff with 6:26 remaining. Philly's putting on some pressure here. Trying to even this game up. No, I have not, Brent. Not at all recently. Taken away now. Forster gets it up to Couturier with some speed into the offensive zone, driving the net. Big collision there between multiple players. And ultimately, it just ends up getting covered by Vasilevsky. And now we got some action down in the corner. Hagel and Forster come together. Lilleberg's getting into it with Konechny, and we get some more post-whistle action here with 6:08 to go. I don't know what's going to happen, Brandon. This is a very close game that could still go either way. Seattle is fighting for a playoff spot, Brent. They're in the big wild card race going on out in the Western Conference. But it has not been as good of a year for Seattle as last year was. So they finally get everybody broken up. No penalties on the play. We will stay 5-on-5. It will be an offensive zone draw for the Flyers. Lightning win it defensively, though. And they clear it up and out. Trying to get possession in the offensive end is Paul. He's chasing Drysdale. York, Drysdale. Up to Atkinson, to Frost. They're out of the zone. Flyers clear. York not able to do much with that, though. Thrown back into the Philadelphia end, and Barry Boulay chases. Now he'll peel off for a change. Likesell gets hit there with a high stick. Doesn't look like either of the referees saw it. And up into the offensive zone. Here's Hathaway. He goes heavy with Radish to the end boards. They get into it. Good shot there from out high. Just driven wide of Vasilevsky. Likesell sends it back to the point. Over to Sealer. Sealer with another shot. That one's deflected and blocked. Under 5 minutes now to go in the third period. Flyers with a big collision out in the neutral zone. Hathaway and one of the Lightning players collide. Into the offensive end, Sanheim. And that is offsides as he pulled the puck back at the blue line, and things getting testy again with these two teams. We're going to head to our final commercial break of the third. 4.5 minutes to go. Lightning up by a goal. This is coming right down to the wire. What a finish we are in store for. I'm trying to look. Is this the first meeting between these teams this year? Or? Yeah, it is. This is the first time the Lightning and Flyers have played this season, and it keeps getting more and more physical and testy between the two. I have a feeling when they play again in February, it's probably going to be a pretty physical game. Vince, I wish I had the time, but I don't do really any videos anymore. I stream occasionally, maybe, once a week or once every 2 weeks, but I don't really do any videos anymore. I just got other things going on, working full time, definitely different than it was when I was, doing YouTube pretty much every day. No, it's all good, bud. I know you've been on this channel a long time. You got not your fault at all. It's been it's been a while, and things have changed around here, to say the least. Oh, you're Nova now. Nice. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. That is absolutely awesome. Boston is playing Carolina tomorrow, Brent. Talk about two teams that don't like each other. That's the Bruins and Hurricanes, too. All right, here we go. Off the draw in the neutral zone. Flyers back into the offensive end. Sean Couturier back to the point. Flyers with possession. Offensive zone. Shot goes wide. Thrown out in front. Just hopped over the stick of Sanheim. Lightning trying to come back the other way. Thrown through the middle. Taken in the neutral zone. Philadelphia regains possession. 4 minutes to go in the third. All right, now it is crunch time. I mean, there's no more a lot of hockey left, chances to score like a while to go. This is crunch time now for the Philadelphia Flyers. Still looking for that tying goal. It's up into the offensive end. Frost over to Forster. Forster back to York. York walks the line, fires a shot wide. Flyers dig it out. They'll keep it in the zone. Zamula. He has not played a lot tonight except on the power play, but haven't seen him out there a lot 5-on-5. Into the offensive zone. He's pretty much an offensive defenseman, as that one's backhanded by Nick Paul wide of Urson. No, I do not, Brent. Not really, no. Centered there in front. Flyers trying to find it. Kept in the zone, but they couldn't take advantage of that great chance. Here's Sanheim. Down. Played by Konechny. Back through the middle. There's a shot by Drysdale that's blocked by Kucherov. And the Lightning flip it out of the zone. Konechny gets possession back here for Philadelphia. 2:42 to go in the third, and that puck is flipped up and out of play. Looks like it may have been deflected. Got to imagine the Flyers are going to be thinking about pulling the goaltender soon. And they did just that. It's going to be an offensive zone draw. Philadelphia has pulled the goalie, so they've got the empty net for the extra attacker. They need a goal. There's connecting with a shot through traffic. That deflects just up and over the bar. What a chance there for the Flyers. Kept in again by Drysdale. Down low, Konechny through the middle off of Vasilevsky, and it's clear to the blue line. Not out of the zone, though. Still on the attack, Philadelphia. That pass to the point is too hot, and it does go out of the zone. Back up the other way, off the glass. Cleared there by Tampa Bay. Under 2 minutes now to go in the third. Into the offensive zone. They stay on side. Flyers on the attack again. Zamula through to York. Past Forster. Past everybody all the way out. Flyers here have to go back and regroup. Zamula chased. Running out of time. 1.5 minutes to go in the third. Lightning trying to hold on. Around it goes. Up the wall. There's Hagel. He's double teamed. DeHaan with the puck. Can't get it through the forecheck. Stolen back by Philly. To the point. York with it. Have a good night, Brent. Thanks for watching. Good to see you. 1:10 to go in the third. Long shot there from Zamula goes wide. DeHaan gets to the loose puck and clears it out over everybody. Into the offensive zone with the empty net. They score! Brandon Hagel puts the game away. It is 5-3 with the empty net goal. Just under 1 minute to go. And that is going to be the icing on the cake of this one. The Lightning hold on. The Flyers gave it a valiant effort, especially here at the end, but just came up a little short. And now the empty netter is going to do it for this one. Lightning up 5-3 with 59 seconds to go. Hagel's got his 14th goal of the season. And we'll line back up at the center ice dot. Off the draw here. Philadelphia back in their own zone. Erson's trying to get to the bench for the extra attacker again. Although I don't think there's much point in doing it again because this game is done. But Flyers aren't going to throw in the towel yet with 40 seconds left. Philadelphia up through the middle into the offensive zone. Frost trying to get a pass through. That's gloved down by Vasilevsky. Couturier tried to get to the puck. Vasi came way out and grabbed it with the glove. Got bumped into a little bit, but that was mostly his fault. And it will be an offensive zone face-off now for the Flyers. Hey, Vince, good to see you. Great to have you here back in the chat tonight. Thanks so much for stopping in. And, yeah, I appreciate it, man. Hope you have a great time at Villanova. I hope college is going well for you, and really appreciate your support. You are an OG. You've been on this channel a long time, and it's great to still see you here all these years later popping in the chat. So thank you very much. Have a great night, and hopefully I'll see you again, and we'll talk soon. All right, see you later, Brandon. Have a good night, Brent. I'm not sure when my next stream is going to be. Please pay attention to the community tab, guys. That is where I post when I'm streaming, once I know when I'm streaming. So please keep your eye on the community tab, and I'll let you guys know when I'm going to stream again. We're going to get another empty netter here, as that one is put away by Nikita Kucherov. It is now 6-3, which is a little, what am I trying to say? The 6-3 score isn't indicative of how close this game actually was. The two empty netters made it look a little bit more one-sided, but that is a goal for Nikita Kucherov. It's also a hat trick goal for Nikita Kucherov. He gets his third of the night. He scored half of the Lightning's goal tonight. And that is going to do it as the horn finally sounds. 6-3 Lightning is the final. And again, the game was much closer than that. It was 4-3 right up until the final minute or so. Philadelphia fought hard in the third to try and come back, but in the end, the Lightning hold on. They get a couple empty netters, and they put this game away. They get a big 2 points now to move ahead of Detroit and Toronto in the standings, and they are now in third place in the Atlantic Division. So that is going to do it for me, guys. I got to get off to bed. I have a 7 a.m. start for work tomorrow, so definitely going to be hitting the pillow here really soon. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the game, enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. And again, please pay attention to the community tab and when I post on there, because that is how I can get the word out to all of you who are subscribed about when my next stream is going to be. So as of right now, I'm not sure when that next stream is, but I will try and keep you guys updated as soon as possible with what the schedule is going to be. But thank you guys very much. Please don't forget, it does mean a lot and help a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button. And if you would like to become part of the channel community here, we'd love to have you subscribe. I cover all NHL teams, all different games, matchups throughout the season. So fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. But thank you guys again. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great rest of your week. And hopefully I'll be talking to you soon. Thanks, guys, and see you next time.